Hi, this is Dr. Victoria Nalule, a holder of a PhD in International Energy Land Policy from the University of Dundee in Scotland. I'm the Chief Executive Officer of Nalule Energy and Minerals Consultancy, an international consulting firm. We deal in consultancies when it comes to oil, gas, climate change, the energy sector, energy transitions, and the mining sector. In recent months, I've been engaging with different stakeholders. I started a trip in South Sudan where I met with the Ministry of Mining, where NEM Energy is developing the energy transition strategy for the Republic of South Sudan. In recent days, I went to the Petroleum Authority of Uganda, where I had a meeting with the Executive Director, Mr. Ernest Rubondo, and we discussed some of the things that we could do with the Petroleum Authority. But the main focus for all these trips and engagement is the work we're doing at NEM Energy, the work which is focused on the energy transition. We all know that with the global move to transition to a low carbon economy, different countries have developed various laws. These laws, some are visible through the Climate Change Acts. Others, they're putting more focus on renewable energy laws. And now we are seeing a new wave of energy transition plans or strategies. So the plan is to illustrate the exact year or even the exact period, practical period, when the country would be able to achieve the net zero. Because most countries are looking at 2050 as the net zero goals, the net zero goal to be in 2050. But with developing countries, now like in Africa, Uganda, South Sudan, and other countries, it's hard to meet the 2050 target of the net zero goals. So it's important for countries to develop their own energy transition strategies, energy transition plans. And this plan shouldn't only focus on meeting the net zero targets, but rather the first thing is to look at the energy sector landscape. How is the energy sector in that country? What kind of energy are people relying on? Is it traditional energy, including firewood, charcoal? Do they have access to modern energy? And what is the percentage of the population that has that access? The other thing is the issue of affordability, because besides access and security, energy security, can people afford that energy? Now, after realizing the energy security issues in the country, then you have to make realistic plans on how to utilize the available energy resources in a way that will help the country both socially and economically. And the other important thing to include in the energy transition plan or strategy is the issue of financing and investments. Because with the net zero, with the new technologies that we want to embrace, the renewable energy technologies, it comes with the necessity for you to invest a lot of money in those kind of technologies. So where exactly is the country going to get the finances or even investments when it comes to achieving that net zero? And then the other important aspect to include in the plan is the role of critical minerals in the energy transition. For the countries that have minerals, then they have to analyze how can the mining sector play a role in achieving their energy transition plan. And the countries that have extractive resources, including oil, gas, and coal, that is also a thing that you have to include in the plan. How can you utilize the extractive resources and extractive revenues to ensure that you move to a low carbon economy? And then most importantly is to also look into the social, environmental, and economic aspects. Those are very key things that you have to take into consideration in the plan. So that's basically the work that we have been doing. You should look out for the reports we'll be developing at Nalule Energy and Minerals Consultancy. Involve us in consultancies and feel free to invite us for executive training, tailored research, consultancies, and any work that deals with energy and mining. We're the leading international consulting firm when it comes to these sectors. Our team of experts, most of us are PhD holders We are global leaders in the sector, and we're influencing policies across the globe. So this is the team you should look out for and involve us in consultancies. Thank you very much for your time, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Bye-bye.